Alright, so we're back. Let's see if we get up there again. Hopefully not.
I got a use for you.
I wonder if I can actually get across here. Only one way to find out. I mean, realistically, no. Absolutely not. Okay, well, that wasn't as deep as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, always.
Even so, say a drifter bike. I don't know, to me it's just a Harley. I don't know what a drifter bike technically is. It's made for drifting, I guess, but right now it doesn't seem like it's got any more traction than a normal Harley would.
Shit,
Or
that's
like a
right. I gotta
super
finish
sport.
burning out these nests.
Something like that. Alright, so
Where is it? God damn nest. It's gotta be close.
so it seems like it's the easy one. I'm gonna get the attention of these guys for sure. I don't know where I'm at. They might pretty soon though. Oh, I think he sees me, yeah. Got a mountain here. This might actually go to something back here. Alright, so just get on the bike, I guess, and follow this road.
Bam!
Something really seems off with the third-person camera.
Down you go!
Why is it doing that, dude? Oh, shoot. Oh, please don't tell me I used a med kit on that. I had 2 med kits, I think. Well, maybe not. I actually think I used a bandage on. I think I used a med kit and then a bandage, but I wasted it.
Bounty.
Do-it-yourself Oregonian. Hey, well, my do-it-yourself stuff would be way better than
Okay.
this.
There we go.
I really need to find some gas. What do you know? There's gas right here.
Can of fuel. Here we go. That's it.
Guess there's nothing in here.
I can fix this. Let's go.
that always turns on. Where did that? Oh yeah, that's the main road. Okay, we're at the cemetery now.
Yes.
Yes, medkit. Okay, now I know. Oh, is it Grotto Caves recreation area? Whatever, hold on. What do we got here?
Oh, Jesus, something went down.
Here.
Wonder if the poor bastards had anything worth looking for. There you are.
Couple of historical markers in here. Oh, that's probably gonna go to the near our research site. Okay, follow the tracks. Oh, wow, that actually surprised me. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit further than I thought it would be. And I got one more. There we go. We'll, oh, shoot. Can I repair it somewhat? Yeah, I could. Nice.
Finally, Jesus.
Alright, we'll see where... I hope it wasn't like that's where they went to. I hope it actually leads me to where I want to go. Okay, this is actually a pretty realistic Oregon looking trail. Oh, we maxed out on this. I don't have scrap anymore though. Fine, a quick save. No, I'm streaming. Oops. I gotta figure out what the heck is going on. Maybe I'll follow the tracks on foot and it'll be different. Knocked over the stop sign. Fine. Maybe that was the extent of it. Where I left off now. I'll go up this way. Cave under here. See if we can find the entrance. Right here maybe? Ouch. Yeah, it looks like right here, this historical landmarks probably. Oh yeah. That, I gotta say though, just looking at that, that looks pretty daunting. Just seeing the blackness. You know, people can hear you. Sure, I can fight this wolf. Yeah, they're even weaker than freakers. Sounds like there's another one.
Settle this. Get in there.
Alrighty. Yeah, give me a second. You go to YouTube Studio here. There we go.
I never knew that.
This is Grotto Caves. Never been here before. So that's where the infestation is, and there's another one over here in a historical landmark. What's wrong with it?
Gotta be close to a
I'm
nest.
gonna just give myself
I can
away.
smell it. There's another nest. Yeah, let's burn it up.
Sure, why not? Well, might need the pipe bomb for later, actually. We'll, pistol. I've already seen a video where you can just get in the dumpsters and they don't give a crap. And they're pretty dumb in that regard. I wonder if this is like a reference to some movie and they decided to put it in here. Yeah, she'll do this eventually. Oh, there's actually something in this one. Ammo. We'll actually go into the here now. I wonder if I can go into, oh, I can go into here too. I'll go into the rightmost one first. This is at least a dead end. Only one way to go, I guess. Here we're going.
Another Nero beacon inside the cave. Here it is. It looks like it's been here for a while. Oh, another one of those micro recorders.
Field Note 701.
Nero injector.
This is our second
Just what the
expedition
doctor
into the
wanted.
High Desert Grotto Cave system, designated Site 15. Following up on Dr. Black's research, we have confirmed the death of a large colony of Euderma maculatum in
Here goes
spotted
nothing.
mountains. Estimated size of the colony to be 3,000 to 4,000. Subject specimens, in addition to the expected symptoms of striated musculature, varicose veins, and loss of fur, show multiple claw and teeth marks, broken wing membranes, neck, and limbs, consistent with the same late-stage aggressive behavior seen in other animal groups. Off the record, whatever the hell this infection is, it made an entire colony of bats tear itself to pieces. I'm sure glad I wasn't there for that. Marking samples for the lab. I sure hope Dr. Black is wrong about this thing.
Yeah, I hope they're wrong about that too, but I'm guessing not.
Well, a lot easier than this one. This one's gonna need at least to be able to craft probably 5 or 6 Molotovs. Who knows about that one? Let's see how we want to do this one. Just keep going along here. Buck. Hey, trailhead. Oh, wow. What an exciting nature trail that was. Or something. Okay.
A Nero evacuation notice. Yeah, I remember when they were dropping their shit by the truckload. Scrap.
Just basically everything over here. Oh, it makes you do it at night. I'll inspect this first.
Learn something new every day.
Fur Trade Warrior. Yeah, we'll experiment with photo mode here, I suppose. Real quick. Deacon's bike visibility, other characters. Yeah, do something like. Okay, let's see, what else can we get? Oh, crap. Let's go basic. Take one like that, I suppose. Barbed wire looks okay too. What's this one? Unavailable? Must be you have to beat the game or something to get that one. This looks like a good one. It's kind of like a postcard. Nice. Whatever, that's good enough. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Alright. But I actually have to use this to see what's going on. I mean, I obviously want to inspect. I guess I'll just follow it. It's still showing that there's something here that I need. What does it want me to inspect? I don't get it. The body? What? I have no idea.
Weeping Angel. This has got to be it. Now, where'd you hide the stash, Leon? Maybe in one of these. That's interesting.
Just plants that it's highlighting, yeah.
just gotta figure
Wow.
out who I'm gonna give this to.
Got lucky. Better watch out for that helicopter. Hopefully they didn't see me.
Boozer! Boozman, are you listening? Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I just saw a goddamn chopper!
A chopper? What are you talking about?
A Nero chopper! It just buzzed right over me. It acted like I wasn't even there.
Wait, all this time and a Fed chopper shows up out of nowhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna chase them down and I'm gonna see what the hell they're doing.
Oh,
Hey, Deke.
now you tell me.
Be careful. Don't get too close till you know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, we gotta hurry.
Don't do anything stupid.
Hell no, I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it seems really messed up.
What did you drop?
Are you even gonna have enough gas for this?
Whoa, hold on, they're slowing down. Looks like they're stopping.
Oh, it's just a narrow checkpoint up here. Or maybe that was where I was already at. Kind of looked like
Listen up, I want this perimeter lockdown tight. You guys got that? Move out. Let me do it. Let's go. On it. You got it. Moving out.
You're a researcher. What the hell are they doing out here?
Yeah, that's
Go
where I
check
was
them
over
out,
there.
see what they're doing. Alright, gotta go in quiet. If they see me, I'm dead. Throw a rock, that ought to distract them. Yeah. You heard that? That's right, go check it out.
Wonder if it even stealth attack.
Seems like it's always raining out here.
Stay in the shrubs. They can't see me in there. It's freezing out here.
Check the thermo in your suit.
Shit, it's cold.
Heat on in your suit?
So I was supposed to go here later, I guess.
Field note 2000. After tracking a large moving group, estimated size of 500 to 600, we have confirmed the subject's hibernation location at...
Hey, Doc, I see Site 23 on the roster for tomorrow. That us?
No, that's O'Brien.
Got it.
Shit, where was I? We have confirmed the subject's hibernation location at the High Desert Grotto, now designated Site 15. Trampling of grasses and plants at the entrance and the presence of footprints, see attached photos, indicate the site has been used for some time.
Must be nice and cozy in there.
According to the motion sensor planted by Lieutenant O'Brien, approximately 447 subjects have entered the cave this morning. Recommend sending a follow-up team sometime after 1900 hours to assess the cave's interior and further assess conditions. Note to Dr. Anderson. Your theory about the subjects devolving to a primitive state of nocturnal behavior is seeming more appealing all the time. End report.
Not going inside.
Fucking O'Brien.
Did you hear me? Over 400 subjects. And these aren't just your regular run-of-the-mill freaks. These are stage 3.
There's not like babies. No.
And I asked if you were going in.
Can't be.
Didn't say I was.
Okay, stay low.
These subjects are not sleeping. They're hibernating. Ever woken up a hibernating bear?
No.
Ever woken up a hibernating freak?
Yeah, actually. I was one of the survivors at the White King mine.
Jesus.
Someone tear my buddy apart like it was peeling a banana. These suits protect you from a lot of shit. But not them.
Holy shit, Corporal. Jesus, I'm sorry.
That mission was FUBAR from the start.
Which is why we are not going inside there.
Think if I sealed up this cave, we'd, I don't know, knock
Well,
down
we
their
went inside
population.
there, and it's
I
fine.
don't know, Corporal. A lot of caves out here. Come on, let's get out of here.
Seal the caves. Yeah, right. Like anyone gives a damn.
Right.
Bushes. I gotta keep to the bushes. I know I heard something.
Alright, let's get out of here. So that mission's kind of interesting, but in terms of what we got to do, we didn't get to do very many interesting things.
We're going out! Load up! Load up! Move through! Go, go, go! Let's go!
They're not sleeping 52%. I have no clue what that means exactly. Should be nice. What is this price in your head? Hot Springs encampment. Burn Alvarez's corpse. What's this one? This is you have a price in your head. Okay, so we'll do this stuff up to here, and then we'll be done with it, I think. Just double checking. Yeah, we already know what those are like. I don't have time to get all the way over here, so we'll just clear this area out, and then near checkpoint, rest, and that's gonna be it.
Boozer, you there? Boozman, come back.
Deke, hey, I'm here.
When we rode out of Farewell, the Nero guy, the soldier, or whatever the hell he was, who took Sarah,
Wait, what are you...
he had an ID badge. What was the name?
Oh, O'Brien. You wouldn't shut up about it. All the way out to Three Finger Jack.
Okay, he's alive, Boozer. He's alive.
What are you talking about? We were there. The whole camp was wiped out.
No, I know that, but I heard... Okay, look. I went into their LZ, and they...
Wait, you went into their LZ? What the...
Just listen to me. I heard them over the radio. They were talking about a man named O'Brien.
Deke, don't.
Not! Boozer, I'm not. I'm just...
Can't just light his corpse.
Get some sleep.
This is what it was wanting me to do here before.
Yeah. Rest in peace. They can't get you now.
Alright, which ones are active?
God damn it.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. The start of this living hell that is now our life came as a surprise to no one who was listening to me when shit went down.
around here.
And I was one of the few. Most who spoke out against the feds, well, things didn't go so great for them. The cemeteries are filled with martyrs. Those who sought to call out the bullshit and the lies when they saw it. I know, because they came after me.
Yeah, I still don't get the percentages.
I started Radio Free Oregon in the last weeks before the feds fell. Broadcast, unlocked van, moving from town to town. In the days before the roads came choked with cars and the bridges destroyed, trying in vain to stop the freaks. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
No, Cope, the cemeteries are filled with freakers, not martyrs. And you had to keep moving, because if anyone had found your unmarked van, they would have blown it to hell. Just so I wouldn't have to listen to your bullshit Radio Free Oregon.
Push this truck up.
That does it.
There's a lot of stuff here. Probably gonna need that gas can for the generator. Go grab that gas can now. Bring it out. Yes, I can definitely, you could definitely tell I'm getting tired because I'm not talking nearly as much as I was before. My commentary's not great either. Wasn't even too good to begin with. It was okay, but now it's straight garbage. Scrap from a Nero researcher. See, where's that? Over here. Yeah.
Needed this. Done. Oh, yes. Damn it. That's gonna bring them all down on me.
The heck, that hardly did anything.
Okay. Let's see what we got in here.
I'll try to get that one on the way out. Double around. Oh, shoot.
We figured that.
Yeah, Deke.
I took care of it. Alvarez.
Thanks, brother. You should do the same for us.
Meet the MMU. What's that again?
There. There.
I guess there's an optional objective for this other thing for this one. I don't remember what the MMU was.
Micro recorder.
Mayday! Mayday! We are under attack! Repeat, we are under attack!
Stand down! Drop your weapon!
Not authorized!
I am an officer in the Deschutes County Militia. That man up there, Colonel Garrett, he's all the authorization I need.
Militia! What are they doing?
Just following orders. You do the same, maybe we let you come with us.
They're setting explosives!
Closing the highway. Someone's gotta stop this goddamn plague. Move. Shh. Get down, get down!
This is Radio Free
Oregon.
Yeah, that's the
truth
stuff.
shall set you free.
Black helicopters have been...
Deschutes County Militia? What the hell? I wonder what happened to them.
And I was right. We thought Nero died out here like the rest of them. Caving under their own stupidity. But no. Like I say, they've been lying all this time. All up out of their holes. And claim this world. But it ain't happening.
Yep, burning hell.
Not on my watch. And don't go running towards it. Thinking they're gonna save your ass. Any man wearing a uniform worth a damn died more than 2 years ago. These men, they shoot you on sight. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
Jesus. Go
hope they're not trying to reclaim shit. You don't have a damn clue what you're talking about. Except, yeah, they will shoot you on sight. Lucky guy.
Medical attention. Take a yellow card from the hazmat quarantine zone. Medical personnel.
I think that's all of them.
Alrighty. I'm sure we'll probably have enough to fill the full thing. 5 gallons of gas there, so
That should be it.
all right. That's going to be it. The game is moving a bit slower than I thought it would. I mean, for a while, of course, I wasn't doing the main objectives. But still, I figured I'd be able to get like another gun or something here, you know. But I don't seem to be able to do much. So the only other stuff left to do in this area, there might be something over here. But it basically seems like this Nero research site and then this other one here, which we tried doing, are the only two things east of these mountains here. And then, of course, we got more stuff here in the Hot Springs region. This is Copeland's. Although it looks like there might be. Well, there's mountains that go here. I don't know if there's anything to explore here. My guess is no, because this seems to terminate. Yeah, so. Anyway. I don't know if I'll do another stream of the game, but if I do, it won't be for some time. It will probably be much later in the game, so. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here, so. Thank you anyone who watches this video. Stay tuned for my first impressions. Although, okay, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about this just in case I don't get this video out for a while. So, my opinion of it definitely has declined since the stream I did last night. At this point, I think the story's going to have to be pretty good, and the progression, there's going to need to be a pretty decent amount of weapon variety, and I'm going to have to get new stuff fairly soon. And the story's going to have to pick up and get moving. We're going to have to actually like go places, interact with interesting people. There's got to be more variety in objectives. Otherwise, overall, I'm going to say, do not buy the game. Already, so my opinion, I came in, as I mentioned in the previous live stream, if you watched that, and of course, when I do the first impressions, I'm going to summarize all this. But I came in with lowered expectations. Because how low my expectations were for the game, a lot of stuff impressed me, but that stuff is kind of worn off, or it's just irrelevant now. Like it's one-time stuff. On when I'm gonna say like, oh, I think the riding is a little bit better than what I thought it would be, though it is still stiff, and I haven't really gotten used to it yet, and I don't know if I ever will get used to it. It is kind of, I mean, maybe as I get a better bike, but. Right now on these bikes, it's still a little bit stiff. And even more than that, it just seems laggy. Or like it's very sluggish. It's slow to respond. Not only does it feel kind of heavy and weird, but it's very slow to respond. but I don't know. It's not terrible. It's better than I thought it would be. It's not. It certainly still looks kind of floaty, but it doesn't feel floaty like I thought it would. So there's that. But right now, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna have to do some stuff because right now, like if I were to review it, and it were to be this, like this, consistently through the rest of the game, it would probably be. I mean, obviously it's gonna get better, but it would probably be like a 5 out of 10 game. So it's not looking too good, but I can guarantee if I were to review this, highest possible score, if it gets insanely good, I'm not even going to say it wouldn't even be able to be a 9. It would be able to be an 8. But it's too early to put a score on it, but I mean, and I don't even know if I don't expect to be doing a review on this. So maybe I'll talk about it if we do some sort of a podcast in the future, but I don't know if we're going to do podcasts again. It's just a bit too hard to get everybody to want to do it on even a monthly basis, for that matter. And then I have to be able to edit it and find footage to go along with it. And I got other endeavors, both channel related and not. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to even return to doing something on a regular basis. I think it's just going to be whenever I feel like uploading something, I'm going to upload. That's as simple as it's going to get. And like I've done a lot of stream content, I expect to be doing a little more actual edited videos than I have been recently, but it's probably going to end up being about 50% streams, 50% edits, or like trimmed down streams. Or so what I meant by 50% streams, well, actually I'd say probably about 50 to 60% of it's going to be full streams or edited down content from streams, kind of like making Let's Play stuff. And then the other 40 to 50% will be actual edited videos. So whether that's movie reviews, first impressions for games, or news videos, or reviews. So that's basically the thing with that. Don't know if anybody will ever actually get to this point and hear me saying this, but I think this is just a good video. It kind of shows you where I'm at with the channel. I'd like to be. I'm kind of a perfectionist, and it really makes reviewing stuff and doing all that stuff slow. But Metro Exodus review is still coming out, and other than Metro Exodus, the only other games that I expect to be reviewing that have been announced so far is Cyberpunk 2077 first and foremost. Probably The Last of Us Part 2. And I think there's one other game. I might Rage. Okay, because of how big of a fan I was of the previous Rage, I may try to do a review on that. But for the time being, I'm still my only plans. This isn't even straight up like it's supposed to be public. But in my own head, the only thing I'm still thinking I'm going to do with that game is the first impressions. Maybe probably not a review. But I'll probably do a first impressions thing. And I'll probably stream some of that game when it comes out too. Other than that, I feel like there's some other big name game that's supposed to be coming out. What is it? I mean, there's like Death Stranding, but I don't even know if I don't know. I don't know if I can get that. Looks interesting, but we haven't seen much of it for a while, so I don't even really know what the game is yet. Still trying to think of what the other game is. Oh, The Outer Worlds. Okay, and that's just because I like Obsidian a lot, and I think it's really cool that they're going back. And it's probably a shorter game, and I'm a huge fan of Fallout New Vegas. For a long time, it was my favorite game until The Witcher 3 came along. than The Witcher 3 is. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 came along, and now I think I almost thought Red Dead Redemption 2 might. I mean, although I still early on though I was kind of off put by the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2. Like I thought it was like story wise great, everything looked great, but it was just the controls that threw me off, and I wasn't sure about it. But I got used to the way everything worked. It kind of struck me as odd the way that they changed it so much, like the way it controlled versus the previous game. Mainly in how the guns, were. The reload button is the same as the fire button. And then there was even some other stuff, the way they changed it a little bit too. But the reload thing was the main one. And the cover system, of course, was different. I think it was different, or it felt different. Anyways, it worked kind of weird. So, yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, definite review. Last of Us Part 2, probably a review. And The Outer Worlds, probably a review. Rage 2, maybe. And Days Gone, maybe. In fact, actually, I'm going to say probably not on Days Gone for the review. Probably not in the review. Rage 2, maybe review. So, that's the idea. But Rage 2, almost certainly first impressions. And Days Gone, almost certainly a first impressions. That's the plans, basically, for up to 2020, when Cyberpunk comes out. Which I think it's going to come out in spring. Might be pushed to fall, but I think it's probably spring 2020. That's what I've been saying for about the past year, maybe even longer, actually. It's probably been about a year and a half, maybe even, yeah, probably not quite 2 years, but about a year and a half I've been saying it's going to be May 2020. That's my prediction. So, alright. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will say one more thing about this. Sony Bend. It does seem kind of odd. I'm not really sure what the idea is before. I think they were just the Bend studio, and then Sony bought them up. But whatever. It's clear that this game, without Sony's help, would not have been nearly in this level. I think if Sony hadn't helped them, I think it's just the scope of this game. I think a lot of it has to do with the size of the world, and a lot of like the visuals, cutscenes, motion capture, all that stuff, and maybe some story elements. But I think other than that, a lot of this game, systems-wise, probably it doesn't feel like a Sony first-party game, to be honest. It feels like a game that should have been coming to all platforms. And in a lot of ways, I think without Sony's help, this would have been more of a AA type release. It would not seem like it would have been a full AAA release. And it wouldn't have got the promotion without Sony either. But, so I don't know. So this game is, by the end of it, it's going to make me question how I view games before they come out. Because I was sort of getting Division vibes when I bought the first Division. I knew it was not going to be great. I spent enough time playing the beta to know that. And just other stuff I had seen, I knew even the story wasn't probably going to be that compelling. And I kind of felt like it was going to be a stinker. But I was like, you know what? This is going to be such a big game. And it was a huge game. I'm pretty sure it was Ubisoft's highest selling game when it came out. That I was like, I got to cover this. And it's like the actual one review that's on the channel for games, because I committed to that. But that review, it took me 30 hours of work, not to mention playing the game. The game was like another 50 hours or whatever. So I put like 80 to 90 hours into that. It's kind of ridiculous, but hey, I got the review out. It's a pretty in-depth review. I watched it back before. There's a couple other things. I think there's a couple things that I maybe should have cut out, and a couple things I maybe should have added in. I didn't talk about some parts of the game as much as I should have. It's more like not really cutting anything, but just cutting it down. I should have just done a bunch of retakes, but I would have just extended it from 30 hours to probably 35 or even 40 hours. So I would have done that stuff. Part of it was because the editing software I was using, which was just YouTube's built-in thing, but it wouldn't have been a heck of a... It might have cut it down by about 5 hours if I was using Windows Movie Maker. But Days Gone, I know it's not as bad as The Division was, but I was, as I said, kind of like, okay, it's kind of impressing me a little bit at the beginning. Now I'm kind of like, okay, this is very lackluster. I'm starting to get bored of some of the activities in the world, but yet I am kind of doing my normal completionist thing, which for me now, especially after playing The Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2 and God of War, those 3 games like completely spoiled me. Where I can do, even Metro Exodus, I can do a completionist run doing everything in Metro Exodus, and it's still fun. Even on the second playthrough, I did almost the full completionist run, and it was still good. So I think at this point now, I'm even, this is very similar to Ubisoft's game design. I don't know if I could play another Ubisoft game if it's like this and do completionist stuff on it. I don't think I could. But I'm not planning on completing this game unless I really like the game by the end of it and I plan on platinuming it. Then I'll go clean up everything else or play the game a second time or whatever it takes, And there's no difficulty related trophies, so I guess I don't mind not finishing off. If I do decide to go for the platinum, I don't mind not going out with a really special trophy. Not going out with a really special. Because normally I try to make it a difficulty related challenge, so I save the hardest difficulty for last. And then I play through just for that one trophy, or I'll wrap up a couple of other trophies on the way. So the time, in God of War, when I platinumed it, that one there's no real difficulty related things, but there are the battles. So I saved the Queen Valkyrie. I saved Freya. Or is it? No, it wasn't Freya, but it's Sigrun, I think. Anyway, whatever. I saved that for last for the platinum, and it was fun. So I do whatever I can to make the final trophy special. That's why if there's a game that has single player and multiplayer, I always do the multiplayer, get the multiplayer stuff out of the way first, because especially if it's a multiplayer trophy, it's going to ping like at the end of the match. It's like, it's not really celebratory. But if you can like play the end of the story of the game and it's got like a really impactful finish, and then you see the logo come up for the game at the end after an epic finale, and then bling, the trophy pings, and then you watch the credits play and have the music and everything, and it just feels like an accomplishment to me. But it's not as good if you just on like a trophy that's just like a challenge, like, oh, kill so many enemies in this type of way, and then you go back into the free roam or something and do that, and then playing, oh, that's my last trophy. It's like, wow, woohoo! It's just not. It's not very special that way. So I'm kind of rambling now, but essentially when it comes down to this, I don't know what the reason I brought this up. I wanted to talk about Sony Bend Studio in particular. I already talked about what I thought the game would be without Sony, but I think even still, I don't know where this studio is going to go, what they're going to do. I think a lot of it might be the engine that this game uses. Maybe they'll just give them, work with a different engine next time, or make it better. But I think a lot of this is where the two things I think that are going to make this game suffer is the engine, and the game design, like quest design, story design, whatever. Also, the UI is some good in some areas and not so good in some areas, but that's not like a major thing. But the biggest two things are just like pacing, quest level design, stuff like that, what you're going to be doing in the game, and then the way some of it feels and looks. So, alright, that's it. Thank you anybody who watched this far. Stay tuned for the first impressions, and until next time, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.